It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 15th of August. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather heating up. Many spots will see low and mid 90s for the next several days. Showers always possible, but they should be fairly isolated. Let's go to the upper air look. And again, this typically tells the story. We have a ridge rebuilding here across the deep south. Of course, the main mid-latitude westerlies, the jet stream, far to the north, which is typical for this time of the year. That's the radar composite early this morning. And if you look really carefully, there are a couple of small showers up over the Tennessee Valley. Again, we're live here at 5:29 this morning. A couple of tiny showers up in the valley and parts of Morgan, Madison, Lawrence, Colbert, Lauderdale counties. In fact, a pretty good little downpour sitting right on the Tennessee River, south of Huntsville, east of Triana. In fact, if you're underneath that thing, it's pouring early this morning. But again, for the rest of the state, we are dry, and we'll see spotty showers and storms forming later this afternoon during the heat of the day. We're in the 70s to start the day, highs in the low 90s in most spots, maybe mid-90s in a few locations today. And because the air is so muggy, the heat index might approach 105 in spots. That's where this heat advisory is in effect, basically for the southern two-thirds of the state. We have those heat advisories stretched out from Florida into parts of the Great Plains. In terms of severe storms, we have a risk of severe storms today way up north from parts of the high plains into the western Great Lakes. Pretty much the same zone tomorrow, a level 1 out of 5. And on day 3, Sunday, a marginal risk again for parts of the high plains. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, and really not a lot. Average amounts for most of the state under 1/2 inch. And again, understand every day we'll have spotty showers and storms around, but they should be fairly widely spaced. In the tropics, we are in the core of the hurricane season, and really and truly it's kind of quiet. Of course, we have Erin, the tropical storm in the Atlantic. We have the little feature in the far western Gulf. That's Invest 98L. And the Hurricane Center giving this a 50% chance of becoming a very brief depression before moving inland this evening, late this afternoon, this evening, over parts of northeast Mexico or the southern tip of Texas. We noticed that convection has increased a little bit there. But again, that thing just doesn't have any time to develop. It comes in late this afternoon, this evening, and hopefully that brings our friends in the lower Rio Grande Valley of Texas some needed rain. Certainly no impact around here. This is Erin on the verge of becoming a hurricane. Hurricane flight got in there yesterday. Maximum sustained winds 70 miles per hour. And again, maybe by the time you watch this, this could be a hurricane. But there's absolutely no change in thinking here. The forecast has been very consistent, and that's the latest track from the Hurricane Center this morning. North of the Leeward Islands, north of Puerto Rico, north of Hispaniola. The right turn occurs before reaching the Bahamas. Again, this is a perfect track to keep it out of the islands where people live. And again, this will likely become a major hurricane, perhaps by Sunday. The Hurricane Center brings this up to a 130 mile per hour hurricane in 72 hours. That would be a Category 4 for a brief time. Then wind velocity slowly come down as it gains latitude next week. And again, quickly, the modeling here, again, the ATCF set. There's the recurve. The only, obviously, spot we'll have to watch is Bermuda toward the middle of next week. This is the American GFS, all the members far, far east of the United States, and the same thing for the European. Got a couple of members a little closer, but again, the mean is the black line on that map, and that's what you're looking for. Intensity guidance, and again, you see a few members do indeed bring this up to a Category 4. In fact, there's actually a couple of outliers that bring it up to a Category 5. But again, this stays away from any landmass. The only island we'll have to watch for is Bermuda. So let's go through modeling. Model fans. Here we go. GFS, 06E run, 4 o'clock today. Ridge in place, the higher heights a little north and west of here. And again, maybe a few spotty showers this afternoon. Here's the high-resolution HER model, valid this evening at 6. And of course, the radar will not look exactly like this, but maybe something like this. Remember, all models are wrong. Some are useful. If you watch these videos for a long time, you know that. Highs today, low to mid-90s. Same thing tomorrow, probably not much in the way of rain. This is the high-res herd tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. Only isolated showers. Again, low to mid-90s. Same thing on Sunday, hot. Lots of sunshine, and that's going to be the theme for early next week. This is Monday. This is Tuesday. This is Wednesday. Many spots up in the middle 90s. Only isolated showers. Thursday, really the same type thing. And then a week from today, this is Friday the 22nd, the heights come down. The upper high moves off to the west. Highs probably drop back in the upper 80s, and we'll probably see an increase in the number of scattered showers and storms at the end of next week. Let's keep going. This is 10 days out. This is Sunday, August 24th. Pretty good trough over the eastern part of North America. And again, spotty showers and thunderstorms around. This is rain for the next 15 days coming off the European ensemble, the AI version. And the mean of the ensemble members a little under 1 inch, really not that much over the latter half of August. Temperatures coming off the national blend of models. Here's the heat. You know, the month of August has been very mild so far. Temperatures pretty far below average, but hey, heat's coming back. Low to mid-90s every day through Wednesday, then low 90s Thursday, then highs go back in the upper 80s for the end of next week and that weekend of the 23rd and 24th. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for August 22nd through August 28th. Temperatures maybe a little above average through here. Another nice summer sunset across Alabama last night. And again, to everybody that sends these images in, thank you. They are all seen. They are all appreciated. We can't use them all, post them all, but trust me, they are our window to the world. And we thank you for these great scenes. How about the Gulf Coast last night? Looking good. We all know we can have some just really severe hurricanes this time of the year. We're coming up on the anniversary of Camille, which is Sunday. That was really and truly the Gulf Coast hurricane of record. That one in Michael, but Camille was August 17th, 1969. Category 5 that came into the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Damage was horrific. Loss of life was horrible. So we can be thankful for a scene like that. So one more time, look at that little good downpour there, right on the Tennessee River, south of Huntsville. But again, most locations are dry this morning. That'll do it. If you're new here, thank you first off for watching on the Alabama Weather Network. I've done these videos for many, 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 many years. But they're posted on the network. I do them typically early in the morning and then about mid-afternoon. And we'll be, of course, posting these on the weekend on the network as well by my colleagues. But we are so glad it's been a good week. It's our first week. The weather is quiet. But again, remember our promise. If any county in the whole state, any part of the state goes under a tornado warning, we'll be live with good, aggressive coverage that's proper with the right resources, experienced veteran meteorologists. It's going to be good. And again, we're thankful the weather is quiet. We'll have the next video here this afternoon. And, of course, we do invite you to watch us on the television side. ABC 3340 News this evening at 5 and 6. Thanks for watching. Have a marvelous Friday, and God bless.